She tells me I'm so. She sees when I sing. It's a little girl, she tells me I got soul. She sees it when I sing. I tell the girl her eyes are getting old.
Hey gang, it is I, James Kalmroughcut, last report of the guy on the bike, the Menace. And we are here in Bushwick. Gosh, this is a real flashback. We are here in Bushwick in late September for the 2025 Bushwick Open Studios. It's late and it's a Sunday afternoon. We'll see if we can get some stuff in. Stay tuned. Well, these are the kinds of places that you have to seek out if you're gonna visit the Bushwick Open Studios. Seth Goodman, we're visiting your studio.
Great to have you, Norm.
Okay, let's take a little stroll through here. And you said you were subletting this just for the Bushwick Open Studio thing, or are you down here on a more permanent basis?
No, it's been a little over a year.
A little over a year, okay.
Sit here as long as
Okay, I think we saw that one. And these are your studies. Don't tell me this must be someone in the Trump administration, am I wrong?
Former
Okay.
This is Matthew Crooks, if you recognize him, the first Trump assassin, the PA Trump assassin. So.
A little bit about these studies on the black paper. Is this color pencil?
It's
gouache.
on paper, and that's Kyle Rittenhouse. Did a few pieces about him. This one's about, actually stems from a discussion I was having with a colleague about, he was really adamant about Rittenhouse being a product of his environment and his mother's influence, and so this is sort of an exploration of that, where he's sort of battling, you know, here's the world, the country in chaos, and then here he's sort of being groomed in different ways by his mother. But it's all fiction, like that's his mother. And this is actually the moment of the trial when this is the mother of one of the deceased victims of Rittenhouse. She found out that it was a not guilty verdict, and that was her expression at that moment.
Is that Mitt?
That's Mitt, and this is Lisa Murkowski, and it's sort of about America's eroding center, and Lisa and Mitt sort of representing the old guard, so-called centrists that are just fewer and far between and get pushed to the wayside. That's Lindsey Graham as the Teletubby that some folks are trying to label as the gay Teletubby that was influencing kids.
So are all of these kind of the works on paper? Is this all gouache? Do you do work with colored pencil?
That's all gouache.
It's all gouache.
Yeah, it's
okay.
all gouache. This is oil on wood, gouache. These are gouache. Yeah, those are all gouache.
Okay. These are all oil as well, right?
Yeah, so those are all oil, and they're basically just warm-ups, and I've got about they're all single sitting. I got about 300 of these now. So
really,
basically, I use them. If you can see this image, I use them as kind of like a backdrop for bigger paintings when I'm showing sometimes. So they're kind of like wallpaper almost, but they're really quick. They're like 30 minutes to an hour, maybe an hour and a half.
So it's just basically straight oil paint with turpentine, or do you mix some other stuff in there?
Just medium oil.
Just medium. Yeah. Are you talking about Galkut or just oil and turpentine, or?
Like a classical one-third mix.
Well, I've been reporting on the Bushwick Open Studios for, I don't know, maybe 15 years, maybe more, something like that. But this is the first time I've been out here in at least 4 or 5 years to look at the Bushwick Open Studio thing. I was actually one of the first people who was reporting on Bushwick as a new art neighborhood. I was writing for the Brooklyn Rail at the time, and I'd been doing a series of pieces mostly dealing with Williamsburg, my specialty was Brooklyn in general. And I came out here and started following a group of about 3 or 4 little galleries. English Kills, Factory Fresh, Austin Thomas's Pocket Utopia, a couple of other places. And I had a chance to watch this place go from a little enclave of about 4 or 5 galleries up to a period where there was about 45 galleries. And I've done at least a couple of maps on the Bushwick Williamsburg scene, and there's always been a lot of artist studios and things out here. And I also watched at least the gallery scene collapse here, and as I said, it was at one point there were about 40-45 galleries, and now it's gone back down to about 4 or 5 maybe. Well, pedaling east, we eventually came to the active space. And, well, although they were saying this year's version of the Bushwick Open Studios is getting better, this is still just a shadow of its former self. Okay, 3rd floor. Okay, here is what we're here for. Anna Weider Blank. Anna. Gosh. For you? Anytime. You want to give us a little narration about some of the work?
Sure. I just need to go wash my face.
Sure. So this is the studio of Anna Weider Blank. And I think I bumped into her at a little gallery at 56 Bogart Street about 10 or 12 years ago. Okay, Anna Weider Blank. Nice to see you.
Hi, James.
Well, gosh, tell us a little bit about this new batch of paintings you got going here.
So I've really been working on expanding my palette and using different colors. I have 2 ongoing series going on, sort of immersive installation projects that combine paintings and sculptures. I do these ceramic studies for the paintings. So this one and this one and that one are part of a series called The Way We Would Live, and it kind of imagines...
The way we would live, or the way we
would live, yeah.
The way we would live.
As in, like, the way we would live post-patriarchy or post any kind of systemic oppression. And it really imagines, not exactly a utopia, but just a better world. This one is called The Way We Would Educate, and it's thinking about what education looks like in a world where neurodiversity and different abilities and the arts and nature are all respected, and people are living in harmony with nature, and the arts are valued in education, which, as we know, they're very much not so these days. So that's what this painting is about. That painting is also part of the same series.
Okay, let's take a look at that.
Yeah,
and would that be that same dog as this guy down here?
So you notice, ever since I got a dog, pretty much, well, almost all my paintings have dogs in them. And a lot of my paintings are about healing and healing from trauma in both the individual and communal way. Dogs are a big part of that for me, and I think for anybody who has a dog.
Yes, no, dogs are sacred.
Dogs are amazing. I'm a big fan.
I got some technical questions for you.
Absolutely.
So you just working with straight oil paint, or do you mix stuff with the oil paint to give it more body? And
it's oil paint. I use a lot of oleo pasto. I use goop.
Goop?
Yeah, it's I don't
Is
know
that
if
a
you know
technical
Robert
term?
Dokes. No, there's a product Robert Dokes makes. It's basically like impasto paste on steroids. It's like really, really thick impasto paste.
But it's just, there's no pigment or anything in there, it's just
No, it's not. It's clear. It's just body adding. It adds builds up the body.
Okay.
And sometimes they use sand or dirt. My parents have a house in Maryland on the Chesapeake Bay, and
So you go down and get buckets of sand
I'll
and bring them
collect
back
sand
up
and put them into the paint. Yeah. Or like soil from the garden. Progress. Everything else is done. Finished.
Well, as I was saying, I've actually known you probably have bumped into your work first down at a little gallery on 56 Bogart Street. What was the name of the gallery?
Yeah, that was there for about 6 years. I showed with them, and they closed.
Right.
Yeah. But I had 3 solo shows with them.
And the work is getting even thicker since then.
Oh, yeah, no, it keeps building up.
But you said you had kind of expanded your palette, you're changing your colors, getting into some different range of color things, which I think is really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, it's over now, but I went the whole year without magenta.
You went for a year without magenta.
Yeah,
That must have been hard.
A year without magenta. It's kind of like, I don't know, like if you have gastro distress or allergies, sometimes people will go on an elimination diet. So
Right.
an elimination diet from magenta, just to expand the palette and see what I could do. So I went a year without magenta, and now magenta's back, and I'm going to be a year without lime green.
A year without lime green. So
Yeah.
you're gradually narrowing down things a little different. How long would you spend on something like this painting over here?
Oh, these big ones take about a year, sometimes more. These medium-sized ones take a few months. So they're long-term, very intensive.
So when I was looking at this and I'm thinking that paint has got to be at least like 4 inches thick on some of this, right?
Something like that,
Maybe more.
yeah. Maybe more.
So I guess maybe the goop also, does that help it dry faster?
Yeah, it's kind of like liquid, and it
Okay.
does dry faster. But
How much would something like that weigh? Do we have an idea? I mean, you
100
probably have.
pounds more. Maybe more than 100 pounds. Who
I'd
knows?
say much more, probably.
Yeah, well, I have a good friend who does studio assistant work for me, so I'm not moving it myself.
Right, as long as you can hire someone else to lug these things around, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. It's pretty much it.
And how has the Bushwick Open Studios been for you this year?
It's okay. I sold a couple drawings. Bushwick is kind of over as a scene.
Yes, well,
Yeah, unfortunately, I feel like I kind of came here at the wrong time.
but if you're just here working in your studio, that's all that's important to you. I mean, it's not like you have to have a gallery here
No.
or anything.
No. But I mean, I certainly wish I had a gallery here anywhere. Really.
Well, maybe we can make some suggestions.
Yeah.
Well, thank you,
Thank you.
Anna Weider Blank. I'm glad I had a chance to come in and see what you're working on. I'm always impressed with the work.
Awesome.
And gosh, just don't strain your back when you got to move these paintings around.
Well, I'm not doing it. So.
Thanks, Anna.
Thank you.
Oh, goodness. Joanne Unger. Hello. Yes. Looks like you've been busy, though, right?
Yes, been busy. I'm exhausted.
It's been a long weekend.
It's been really well.
You get a lot of people in?
Yes.
Good, I'm glad to hear that.
A lot more than last year than the year before. Very busy. Yeah. And Lauren, I've expanded into a second room.
You've expanded into a second room.
Yeah, I have a double wide studio now.
Good for you. And these are still, is this beeswax or paraffin or?
Still beeswax.
Still beeswax.
Beeswax with medium and pigment.
Are you using any fluorescent pigments?
I am using fluorescent spray paint paint on the
Fluorescent
cardboard.
spray paint. Oh, okay.
So inside each one of these objects is a piece of cardboard that I've painted. And in some cases, it's been painted with fluorescent.
Right, I can see a little, it's like a little neon sign, little neon tube along the edges here.
Just a little bit.
And then you've got some new things with the threads sticking out.
Yeah, I got all sorts of new stuff happening.
Okay.
More thread work in this room, too.
Wow, okay. These are like baking trays, right? Isn't that what you'd have in a bakery?
Storage system.
Yeah. Well, do you feel like you've got some, like a limitation size that you can use? I mean, you could have done this with just one panel,
No,
but you've got like several,
I
because
do have a size limitation.
you do. Okay.
I can explain why if you really want to know.
Please explain.
Well, a large aspect of my work is this smooth surface.
Yes.
The impenetrable.
And that's just the melted wax there.
It's just melted wax.
I mean, do you put it,
but
do you torch it after? I mean, to get it
I
all?
use a heat gun.
A heat gun.
It's a heat gun, but if you look to your left, you'll see a bigger piece.
Yes. And this is, okay, this is a diptych.
It's a diptych, and in order to get the wax to cure on an even surface here, it has to be very, very hot. So that it won't solidify before it's covered the entire surface.
Is that, I guess you would have chunky stuff that would stick up, but you're
Exactly.
you're very interested
I
in
don't
this
want-
flat,
I don't want the chunky stuff.
and you want the flat melted surface.
But when you work with wax this hot, it tends to melt all the other layers, which is what you're seeing here.
Okay, and then we've got little pieces of cardboard packaging stuck in there.
This is one box. This is one box that's been cut in half.
That's great.
Thank you.
Okay, let's walk down and look at this.
Thank you.
So, like taking a look at this little one here, you've kind of got a gradient which starts at kind of a hot pink and drifts into a olive green kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you would be able to do that because of the melting of the wax and the way that the wax kind of naturally flows together? Is that the way that works?
So on a very big piece,
It's not going to work that well. Yeah.
work that well.
You would have to come up with some industrial thing where you got a table and a huge
Exactly.
multiple torch thing.
So many people don't understand.
Yeah,
I'm so glad
okay.
you understand. Furthermore, they get very heavy.
Right, and you do several layers of wax on there.
Yeah. And the way this technique works is that the wax is very sensitive to the dings, divots, and creases in the cardboard.
Yes.
And on a larger scale, it's just not the same.
Here's some more.
Just explaining what it is.
I don't know, something with stitches in there. Tell me.
This is a cardboard box that I sewed onto
with a sewing machine, is that correct? Yeah.
onto a piece of paper. And then I coated it with wax. And I thought, not so interesting. And then I flipped it over. And I got something much more interesting, and that's what this is. This is the back side of a box that's sewn onto a piece of paper that just happened to go out in a very nice composition.
Well, that's why you have to pay attention to all the front, the back, the top, the bottom, the sides,
It's true.
the edge. How much are you able to control? You know, like some of these, the color modulations on something like this or like this. Or you don't worry about that. I mean, you maybe have like a vague idea.
But the best results are accidents.
Well, but of course we deny the accidents. There are no accidents, right? It's,
Right.
here's another one of your stitched pieces.
Yeah. It's a little, it's a little war. It's a tension trying, speak, where are my words?
Well, sometimes,
It's all about trying to control something that is
Right.
absolutely uncontrollable.
yeah, and all you can do is maybe direct nature a little bit, and
Yeah, I have.
it probably turns out better, no matter how much you try to control it. The accidents end up being better than you could ever do if you planned it all out to the
Well,
square inch.
amen, Lord. That is really how
Okay.
it works.
All right, Joanne Unger. Bushwick Open Studios 2025.
Thank you, Lord.
Thanks for letting me come in and wax eloquently with you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. The wax pigments, those are encaustic. Where do you get these days? Okay, I actually saw the Kramer pigment store shut down, so I think a lot of people were getting their stuff there. Okay. Thank you, Judy, Kishan, and Zachary Federbush. All right, is that you?
Yeah, I'm Zach. That's Judy. Judy, wave.
Hi!
Hi, Judy.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great! Thanks for
Gosh.
stopping by.
My pleasure, boy. Yeah.
How's your run been? Biking and everything?
Everything is great. Although I tell you, this is different than the Bushwick Open Studios that I came to 5 or 6 years ago. But I'm glad that it's come back and.
Yes, we're better now.
Yeah.
Stronger.
Okay, I'll take your word.
Stronger now. Famous motion.
Hello, nice to see you.
It's a great argument.
And there's a lot of it.
There's a lot of enough to choke a horse if you want to.
Well, a small horse. Most of this is acrylic. Is that what you're working with?
Yes, acrylic, spray paint, ink, marker. You work with and that's on my side. She works you're working acrylic too, but this is all acrylic and spray painting on top.
I wonder about the love you can't find, and I wonder about the loneliness that's mine.
Rodriguez. He was a.
Oh, they told the Undertaker.
Yeah. Bushwick Open Studios made merch this year, so that's why.
Good for them. Where do I get my free T-shirt? And you were sticking these up with duct tape?
Well, some of these are push pins and duct tape. Some of these are just sticking up on their own.
DIY.
Yes. And then, my walls of characters, and then these guys.
Yeah.
So Judy is on this side?
Yes.
Okay, Judy.
Yeah, Judy.
And this is also acrylic, or is this something else?
Some of it is oil, and this is oils here. This is acrylic. That's acrylic.
Okay.
Oh, no, eat it. Otherwise, me and Judy will eat.
How long have you guys been here in the studio?
I've been here
I
since
think
2016.
I was gonna say, I think I've come by a couple of times and seen your stash.
And then Zach has been here since 2020.
Yeah, because they sell now the better thing.
He's a newbie.
That's right.
Okay, well, thanks for the tour.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by.
This has been James Kalm reporting on the 2025 Bushwick Open Studios weekend here in Bushwick. You can like this, share, link it up to all your social media sites, and you can subscribe. You can leave your thoughts, ideas, comments, criticisms, suggestions, and reviews below. And just say thank you, Bushwick, and thank you, Kate. Yay! Pinc Louds. Pinc Louds.
Hey, everybody.